Hi guys, it's Jeff from the Systems Lab here again, and we're talking GBTC again. No surprise there. This time from a slightly different angle, though. We're looking at the daily charts and a little catch up again on what's happened since the ETF uplisting, just to get our handle on things. Now, of course, the uplisting day was here on this big spike, and we've talked before about this being a sort of buy the rumor, which we were fortunate to do on just because the system told us to buy the rumor and then sell the news, really. Which is, we sort of had an exit here and then a re-entry, which pretty much scratched. Um, but then, this was the big spike, and then you think about this from this spike to where the current sort of trough, I guess, in the market is. We don't know if that's going to be the bottom for this bit yet, but that was a 20%, 21% pullback over 7 trading days. So it's pretty significant, really, from the equity high. Now, since then, where we stand at the moment here, that's really about 11%. So we've recovered a bit of that just recently, and had a few sort of nice intraday moves here these last couple of days, which we've managed to benefit from on the intraday systems. So that's all kind of nice to see. But I was trying to get a handle on what's actually going on here. We talked about the volume here before, and you can see the volume has dropped off. This is, I think, a 4 period moving average, yeah, on the volume there. So you can see that the volume's dropped off here. And possibly that's a good thing because there's been some net outflows of GBTC recently, and that's one of the things I wanted to go over here. This is an article from NASDAQ, um, and really this is about some of those outflows. This is about FTX. Remember FTX, one of the first or one of the earlier cryptocurrency exchanges that sort of blew up in quite famous fashion these days. But of course, they're picking over the pieces of FTX assets that are still kicking around. And it turned out that they had a pretty good chunk of GBTC. And since GBTC uplisted to sort of a full-scale listed ETF, I think this is the administrators of GBTC selling out of FTX's share of that, almost $1 billion worth of the outflows that we've been seeing is just FTX trying to get out of their position, probably because it's a public market and there's a market to sell into. Maybe it was a bit too illiquid before for the size of the position they were trying to offload there. So that explains part of it, but also, I've been looking at other articles that are just suggesting that there's maybe some outflows of GBTC and into some of the other spot Bitcoin ETFs or ETPs, because of lower fees. The GBTC or the Grayscale product is expensive in fees. I think even though they dropped their fee from, I think it was around 2% to about 1.5%, but that's far higher than some of the other ones. And I think some of the other ones have been offering incentives to try to gain a bit of market share there. So, I'm wondering if this is a bit of teething that we're seeing just after the sort of the listing. But also, one thing that we'll look at in the future will be some of those other ETF or ETP products, which could be, sort of equally as beneficial from a PRX systems trading point of view. So look forward to that. But yep, that's it for now, guys. Just interesting to kind of see where we're at and see where we head from here. All right, catch you next time, guys. Cheers.